Breaking Bad has possibly been in the last 2 years the most meme thing on the internet. So much so, it is made more widely viewed and helped with the viewership of Better Call Saul's final season. And the actual cast has acknowledged the memes, like Dean Norris, Patrick Fabian, and Jonathan Banks.
Walt, I don't know, man. You've been seeming sus lately.
So in this video I want to look at the good and the bad, and then come to a conclusion at the end. Let's start with the bad. It ruins emotional scenes. Breaking Bad is full of emotional and dramatic scenes. 3 of the most famous being the death of Hank, Gus and Mike. I will go through each one individually. Hank's death is the emotional climax of the Ozymandias episode, in my opinion, and concludes Hank's story. Hank finally had caught Walt, but Walt had called Jack, but then tried to stop him from coming. There's a shootout, which eventually leads to Jack shooting Hank, where we get this iconic shot, which has now become one of the most meme images on the show, which has, to some extent, made the scene hard not to laugh at, as now it is used in tons of memes, like Walter White reacting to Dream,
"What's going on? Do you see? What is this? I hate it. This is bad. This is horrible."
But I do think the scene has some of its emotional punch taken away due to the image being constantly used with random baby noises and Vine sound effects, making it rather easy to make fun of.
Look at me, Walter. Look at me. Last chance to look at me, Walter.
Next is Gus's death, which is one of TV's most satisfying deaths, where Walt finally beats his arch-rival Gus. But the scene, which is one of TV's most tense and satisfying scenes, has turned into a very funny scene, whether it's Among Us, or Buff Gus flexing his muscles.
Look at me. Last chance to look at me, Akbar.
Then there's Mike's death, which is one of the show's saddest moments, as now it shows Walter has become a monster, and there is no one apart from Hank left to stop him. But the scene has been constantly memed in a funny way due to the way Mike says Walter. All these scenes are great, but have been made into a joke in some ways. Next is annoying. Now I don't think memes are annoying, but they can be overused, due to the people who usually post them and like them being children. Like for example, Pickle Rick and Szechuan sauce, which would have put most people away from wanting to watch the show, that being Rick and Morty, due to the toxic fan base and public disturbance. Now I'm not trying to gatekeep or anything, but sometimes the thing you're watching that has serious tone like Breaking Bad, you just want to have an actual discussion about, but it turns and degenerates into trolls and the like. Obviously joking is something everybody enjoys, but I think sometimes you just want to have an actual discussion or listen to other people's thoughts and feelings and theories about a show. And finally, can potentially ruin a show. Take for example, if Breaking Bad had came out today, or more recently, I think it could have been entirely ruined, but due to it being critically acclaimed show already, most people had already seen it and watched it seriously and not as a joke, kind of. Like for example, The Boys, which is a very good ongoing show, but Homelander has been memed constantly, and the show was a commentary on society and America as a whole, and could affect the serious issues the show's tackling. Now on to the good. It can encourage people to watch the show. The memes of Breaking Bad can make you want to go out your way to watch the show, to feel included into the jokes, and make your own memes, therefore making other people want to watch the show. Next, keeps a show popular. Breaking Bad has entered the SpongeBob level of fame. Let me explain. SpongeBob has been memed so much that it's synonymous with the idea of a meme, and has so many iconic meme images, like mocking SpongeBob, Caveman SpongeBob, Handsome Squidward, etc, etc. And there's even a Breaking Bad SpongeBob crossover memes. These memes have helped make it so that SpongeBob will forever be popular in popular culture. Same with Breaking Bad. That image of Walter falling down will forever be used in memes for many years to come. Or whether it's Buff Gus or Mike saying Walter, and many more, Breaking Bad will forever remain popular due to it being memed. And finally, they're just funny. These memes are funny, like the cameos from the cast members, which are all funny.
The One Piece! The One Piece is real!
Can we get much higher?
Or Mike eating Kim's shoulder. All these memes are funny and are a way for the actors and creators to interact and thank the fans for their support. Also, due to the popularity of Breaking Bad, due to the memes, it made Better Call Saul's final season more popular, so much so it has its own memes. So much so, whenever a famous celebrity or public figure is in trouble in court, they always put in comment sections or tweets that they should call Saul Goodman. And this popularity is the reason for Breaking Bad having a statue in Albuquerque.
Of the New Mexico Film Foundation says the show tried to capture the true colors of Albuquerque.
It really represented us, and it brings people here so they can identify with a certain part of that.
So, in my conclusion, I think memes have not ruined Breaking Bad. While yes, there are some scenes are emotional as they aren't as emotional as they were before, they still get a reaction out of you, which was the intention of the show, and these memes will make the show viewed by future generations in order to understand them. So in total, I do not think memes have ruined Breaking Bad.